Alright, you guys voted for it. Your next tutorial is Kratos!
God of War.
What up, Internet? It's your host and artist for Stay Tuned Animation, and I gotta say, so many of you guys voted for this. How could I not do this? Here it is, Kratos from God of War, your advanced tutorial. You guys asked for it, so I'm gonna do it right here. Man, you guys are seriously testing what I can do with a pencil, aren't you? Not holding back nothing. But you guys want to see it, so here we go. The steps and procedures on how to create Kratos from start to finish. And now if you guys are just interested in seeing what the last part of the drawing is going to end up looking like, go ahead and click the annotation right here, because this is what we're going to be drawing. And if you guys are following along, let's get to it. Grab your pencil or your sword or whatever you want to call it. Let's get into the God of War. Wow! Alright, like Kratos, I have my two weapons of choice. As always, a colored pencil and a regular pencil. Colored pencil is going to be my underline. And what is this music? Let's get some God of War music up in here, please. DJ? There we go. Alright, guys. I didn't do this too much before on the last tutorial, but I will do this. I am showing you how I break down the skull when you're drawing. He has more of an oval shape head. Longer than most characters, and then the jawline's very defined, very rough. This guy is tough, but when we're doing the colored pencil, just worry about doing a rough sketch. Don't focus too much on getting anything set in stone, because this is just placing everything in where it needs to be, from the nose to the eyes to the mouth. As you can see, yeah, he looks like a grumpy old soggy man. And I'm not gonna lie, dude is ripped, so you're gonna want to get ready to put some serious muscles on this guy. And to be honest, if you guys know anatomy, study anatomy. You know, ask your neighbor if you can study their anatomy. I'm just kidding, don't do that. That's gross. Don't go asking random guys to take off their shirt. That's disgusting. Anyways, you definitely just want to lay out some basic shapes. Don't get too much into the detail, because this is a very detailed drawing that we're going to be doing, with defining the muscles with the shading that we do and everything. But when you're outlining with the colored pencil, just worry about the blocking of where you're going to put everything, the shapes, and how it's going to fit into the frame. Kratos' sword's really cool. It's unique. It's got a lot of curves and edges and everything, so we're going to do some cool 3D effects coming up. But as always, just don't worry about that too much with this red pencil, the colored pencil, whatever color you want to use. I use red because I'm actually going to color it in with red later. But don't get too stressed about the final design just yet. This is just plotting it out, and as always, take a step back and look at your design. And as you can see, it's already getting pretty interesting. So let's grab the other sword of choice, or regular pencil, and start defining these eyes and the face, which is really going to sell Kratos more than anything. He's a very dark individual. You know, he's kind of pissed about something. You know, all these characters I've been drawing lately are pissed. I'm not a very angry guy, so but I try and, you know, keep to the character. This red line that I designed right here, I really didn't like the first design I did, so I'm gonna elongate the stripe along his face. And then once you get to the cheekbones, you want to get more jagged versus the top of the head, because he's got more muscles there. Now it's time to shade in the mouth a little bit, and right now it looks kind of rough, but I'm going to clean it up in a little bit. But once you get to the mouth, it's kind of cool. I think it's a little tribute to the Bay Area people. Anybody from the Bay knows this is what you call a fizz face. Ugh. Anybody else not from the Bay won't know what I'm talking about. And of course, he's got the typical scar across the eye. You know, it's like a membership only. If you got a scar across your eye, you're a bad guy. You know, you could be the Pope. You got a scar on your eye, you know, you're a bad guy. Anyways, like I said, this guy is ripped, so we're gonna start defining these muscles. You don't want to define the muscles with a dark edge. We're gonna shade those in, use a shading trick, and I'll show you that in a little bit. on his armband, he actually has a lot of chains. The design I'm working with, referencing, actually has the chains a certain way, but I'm going to do it my own. I'm going to freestyle the chains, and there's no harm in you doing that either. It keeps your drawing unique and exciting. And yeah, dude's ripped, and we're gonna go ahead and lightly sketch out just where I'm gonna put the chains. You can do your own design however you want to. I like to crisscross them and everything. And here's an example of some of those shading techniques I was talking about earlier. Man, this music is super epic. I don't know if you guys are getting excited drawing as I am, but yeah, I like to play themed music. If I'm not watching a DVD while I'm drawing, I like to play the themed music. So as you get finished laying out everything, go ahead and start darkening these edges that you like. Do some shading and have some fun. Take a step back and look, it's already coming together, whether you noticed it or not. It's coming together. The hands are kind of tricky because they're closer to the camera, what would be the camera. They're going to be bigger, so you want to draw pretty big hands. And they're going to be holding the sword, and we can start from the bottom and work our way up to the top. It helps keep everything in line. So start from the handle and then work your way to the top of the handle to ultimately the blade. But look at that. Dude is looking good. You know, I'm not checking him out or anything, but you know. Anyways, the handle is in the shape of a bird. I don't know if they did that on purpose or what. You know, I'm not too familiar with the game. I did play. I started button mashing, but YouTube life's crazy. I really don't get to play video games like I used to. But dude kicked some butt with whatever weapons he's got. So when we're defining these swords, I don't know if this is his main sword. You guys can tell me if this is his main sword or what his two main swords. But start to make sure these curves are deep and at the point they're sharp. And we're going to do some things to make them pop out. I'm lightly sketching them in right now. But with the shading technique that we're going to do, it's really going to make them pop, make them feel like you're going to cut yourself. You know, cut like diamonds. Yeah. Anyways, we're getting close to the end, guys. Finish laying out these 3D effects. And now, last but not least, go ahead and move on to your shading. When you're outlining the edges, push nice and hard, so by the time you get to the shading, your lead is really soft, and it actually helps you out to get smooth shading. And if you notice, he's got like a Power Ranger sword. I just noticed that right now. But, you know, after you're all done, you know, go ahead and have some fun, color in the red with your colored pencil, and boom, you got yourself Kratos from God of War. Congratulations. Woo-hoo. Congratulations, you just survived another advanced tutorial, and seriously, you need some superpowers in order to get through these. But, speaking of which, if you could be the god of something for one day, what would it be? I want to know. Leave it in a comment or a video response below. And for those of you guys waiting for the next beginner tutorial, don't worry. Next episode, it's just for you. It's actually for everybody, and it's got a contest coming with it. So, the next beginner tutorial, next episode, is going to relate to this guy. It actually is this guy. You're going to learn how to draw Buzz Lightyear, and I'm going to be giving away some cool prizes when you show me your design. So stay tuned, subscribe so you can keep up to date and be a part of the contest. Hey, who knows, you might get some cool prizes. And any last words, Buzz? Yeah, I'm a nerd. See you later, guys.